Assalamu alaikum, viewers. First of all, I congratulate you because I am speaking and communicating with you on the eve of 14th August, the day of the independence of Pakistan. And the lecture on which I am dwelling myself is concerning Pakistan movement, 1940 resolution, the typewriter national on which this resolution was typed, and the framer of the 1940 resolution. I want to make it clear that certain Western interests and quarters are trying to distort the history of Pakistan and ascribing the formation of Pakistan to those who belong to non-Muslim communities or those who are not in favor of Pakistan. And this is a conspiracy just to undo Pakistan, so that tomorrow historian may write that Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was not the founder, but some Parsi or a Hindu or a Jew was the founder of Pakistan. This is most unfortunate. It's only 70 years that Pakistan came into being and history is being distorted. This is the book of Pir Ali Muhammad Rashidi, the history of the past. This Pir Ali Muhammad Rashidi was one of the activists of Pakistan movement, and it was he who had drafted this resolution in 1939, as late as 39, and under the guidance of Sheikh Abdul Majid Sindhi, who had already got the resolution of Pakistan passed in 1938 October at the Karachi Sindh Muslim League Conference under the presidency of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So this resolution was given by him to Haji Abdullah Haroon, who was his mentor and who was the president of the Sindh Muslim League, who gave it to Quaid-e-Azam in February 1940. And then Mr. Rashidi, he went to Shimla, and at the Kalia station the train was derailed and 50 people died. He came to Lahore and he established Pakistan House in the bungalow of Nawab Shah Nawaz Khan Mamdod and Begum Jahan Ara Shah Nawaz, who were close to Quaid. And there he made a secretariat, and there this resolution was formally typed once again, and on 1940, 24th March 23rd, it was officially passed. Before that as well, the resolution of Sheikh Majid Sindhi of October 38 was also typed on this typewriter, which belonged to Pir Ali Muhammad Rashidi and dictated by Sheikh Abdul Majid Sindhi. Later on, 40 resolution. Then on 3rd June 1943, the president of Sindh Muslim League, G.M. Syed, he presented a resolution in Sindh Assembly for accession of Sindh in the scheduled Pakistan scheme. There are two resolutions, one by G.M. Syed, one by Sheikh Abdul Majid. The resolution of G.M. Syed was passed without opposition. Some Hindu members went a walkout. So this is the historic typewriter, which was given by Pir Ali Muhammad Rashidi to his close friend, my father Abdul Qayyum Channa, who was a resident magistrate at Patoro Sijawal in 1952, and that my daddy used to type on it. In 1960 at Sakkar, we changed the keyboard because my brother Mushtaq was typing it, and then in 1960 I was a student of Islamia College Sakkar. We donated it to Islamia College, which was a private college, and then this typewriter had been there since 50 years. Then later on, the college was taken by the government, and the private college never needed this typewriter. So only 2 years back, I brought the typewriter from Islamia College Sakkar with the help of Badr Ujjan Sahab, ex-deputy commissioner Sakkar, and we brought it here. Since 2 years, we have been trying that Sindh government, Pakistan government should keep it in the museum. And last year on 23rd March, the Sama TV reporter Shayan interviewed me and this typewriter, and things were presented whole of Pakistan, but it fell on deaf ears, because I say that this resolution was in fact dictated by Sheikh Abdul Majid Sindhi, the one leader of this movement, and typed by Rashidi, and then this was given to Liaquat Ali Khan, the Secretary General, by Haji Abdullah Haroon, the president of the Sindh Muslim League, and then it was passed. Fazl Haq presented it, and Sheikh Majid also put amendments on 22nd March, because Sheikh Sah was Minister of Finance and Khodo was Minister, GM said they were there, and with the pen Rashidi had wrote, with certain reservations here and there. This is the history of this resolution. Secondly, I want to mention that this basis of Pakistan was the two-nation point of view, because Hindus, the Congress people were all Hindu-minded and Mahabais. They didn't give a fair deal to Muslims. So Sheikh Majid Sindhi got the resolution passed that we should have two federations and Muslims and Hindus should have separate. And then the resolution was passed on the basis of the Muslim and the Hindu nationality, because Muslims supported it in Bengal and Sindh. In Punjab there was unionist ministry. In Frontier there was Congress ministry. The Balochistan, there were states of Kalat, Rasbela, and they acceded to Pakistan except for Kalat. So it was only Sindh where there was Muslim majority and where Muslim League had formed ministries as well. And the final decision was made by Sindh, because in 45 the votes were equal. So in the fresh elections of 46, Muslim League got a thumping majority and Sindh acceded to Pakistan. And then Karachi was made the capital, although Quaid-e-Azam had announced for Gadap. Anyway, this is the history. And the history of Pakistan is history of a struggle. History of Pakistan is history of a struggle in which Muhammad Ayub Khodo, Sheikh Abdul Majid Sindhi, Pir Ahmed Rashdi, Haji Abdullah Haroon, Hashim Gazdar, and above all, Jafar Khan Jamali and Sai Abdur Rahman Bharchundi, the great Pir of Bharchundi. He stayed at Karachi for 7 months. He forced Amin Khosrow to vote for Pakistan, and 10-12 members voted for Pakistan. So the resolution for Pakistan was passed. I am sorry the government of Pakistan has recently in a tweet or in an information announced that it was Zafarullah Khan Chaudhry who was the framer of the constitution. This is a total false story. How can he be? He was a member of Viceroy Executive Council. He was a sir. He was a toady of the British. It was Quaid-e-Azam under whose direction Sheikh Abdul Majid Sindhi Rashdi composed this resolution, and Haji Abdullah Haroon gave the money for the Shahnawaz Mamdod House. He formed a publicity committee, inland and foreign publicity committee, with Haji Haroon as president and Rashdi as secretary, in which there was Raja Mahmudabad and so many others as members. And they sent 2 delegations. Hasrat Mohani, Azad Subhani were sent abroad on the expense of Haji Abdullah Haroon to work for Pakistan. Literature was presented, thousands of pamphlets, brochures were printed, and Pir Ahmed Rashdi as secretary distributed their work all over. So this is history, and I am presenting this typewriter free to gift of Pakistan, but the government of Pakistan is not accepting, neither Sindh government. Now I come to know that this was a conspiracy, because those quarters who are ruling, they don't want the history of Pakistan to be properly presented. Neither they want to explain the role of Sindh in the creation of Pakistan, which was a major role, because Muhammad Ali Jinnah Quaid-e-Azam also belonged to Jirik in Karachi district. He was Sindhi of this area. But I don't want to make him a Sindhi or a Punjabi. He was a Muslim leader. It was a disunity between Hindus and Muslims. It was two-nation theory. Hindus and Muslims couldn't live together peacefully. Hindus had always been conspiring against Pakistan. Even Gandhi, who used to say he is a very loving person, which he was, but if you scratch him, he was a Hindu from inside. Jawaharlal Nehru used to say he was a socialist, but he was a Hindu from inside. He bargained on Kashmir. He accepted Sikh as Hindus, which they were not. They throttled the Buddhists and the Muslims. So this is history. And I don't want to dwell more except this, that this is the typewriter historic legacy of Pakistan, which is lying, which the government must take into confidence and take it back. And my father had typed it for years together as a magistrate, honest decision. And this is Pir Ahmed Rashdi's book, in which all this has been mentioned about the history of Pakistan, about the creation of Pakistan. And it was printed in 1981-82. And before that also, he was a Minister for Information in Pakistan. He was the president of the Editors' Conference. And it was Dawn newspaper, which was brought from Delhi, which was introduced by Haji Abdullah Haroon, which is still working. And in spite of Dawn, such false stories are being circulated, which need to be stopped. The other day I saw in Ummat the names of 12 people, including Haji Abdullah Haroon, Sir Sikandar Hayat. Sir Sikandar Hayat was a unionist chief minister. Rashdi had given him the resolution for study, not because that he was the framer. And Shaukat Hayat says his father was, Shaukat Hayat was not activist, he has not written. So why false stories are being circulated? When the media was not recognizing Haji Abdullah Harun Rashidi and Sheikh Majid Sindhi, that the vested interests are exploiting it and ascribing it to Sir Zafarullah, who was a man of the British and who had nothing to do with Pakistan. Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Jinnah was anti-British. He took a stand for Pakistan. He was the greatest man in political history of the world, equivalent to Gladstone, William Pitt and others. Same way Sheikh Majid Sindhi was a statesman. This is my story. Thank you very much.